Hello, my name is Breyonna Lowery, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And in today's video, I am going to be explaining the heart behind living generationally. And I'm going to start that by reading the first paragraph of my blog post because I think it will give context as to why living generationally, but also just how I want to get into the video. So I'm going to read the blog post. I believe the writing of our stories began beyond the day of our birth. Our life story is woven into the history of those who have lived before us. The stories of the previous generations give us a scope into which we can see our own. The hardships that were overcome, work built with willing hands, the traditions that were so carefully curated and practiced, faith that was preserved through careful teaching and stewardship. Both the good and the bad from the past generations are there for a reason, some for lessons to learn from, and others to continue. I hope you're beginning to see that your story isn't just your story. It is a continuation of the previous stories already written, waiting for you to add to it. At least this was the perspective that was treasured in times past. Yes. And the reason for just wanting to read the blog post because it gives an introduction as to why I wanted to create Living Generationally. We are living in a cultural moment where we are encouraged to live for the current pleasures and desires of this world, forsaking the long-term perspective of how we can build a multi-generational mission and vision that can be carried on. That is not encouraged. And I think in the lack of encouragement in that direction of having a generational long-term perspective, we are seeing that within our culture where people are becoming more apathetic, more purposeless, and just carefree in the way that they're doing life. They see their life as just within their lifespan. So of course they're going to live in such a way where they're just going to just live free and carefree and not care about the next generation. And we become surprised when people are in record high debt or they're just spending money frivolously and not having a financial plan or goal. And I'm not saying people don't desire these things. I think we have encouraged people in a way of a direction that now it's hard to get back to those principles in which the Lord wanted his people to live in. I believe the Lord has created us to be a people who we be fruitful and multiply. We see this in Scripture. We see this even in the miracles that Jesus had did. We see this all throughout Scripture. This idea of being fruitful and multiply, whether it be in the areas of family or even in faith, but also just in the way that we live. Like we deal with money, we in our relationships, but also even in the area of singleness. And I know this is like a random point within the video, but I really want to bring this out. I recently wrote a blog post about using your singleness to build a lasting legacy, and that is just not talked about at all. I think many of us single people view singleness as this season to just get out of. And it's like, no, the Lord wants to do so much within that season. So, with all that being, I'm sorry, my mic had died, so I had to go and get another one. But I just wanted to say that the Lord wants to do something amazing and beautiful through this channel. And I'm still learning what that is. But that is the heart behind living generationally. And I feel like this video is a bit scattered, but Lord willing, as we continue, it will become more orderly to these videos. They will. I I know they will. But yeah, if you are interested in learning more about what it means to live generationally, I hope that you come along on this journey and that you subscribe to this YouTube channel and give it a like and give it a comment. And yeah, I hope you have a beautiful and lovely day. Bye. God bless.